so they can start with their first random game, pressing the random game button. Isn't that so nice? It's like Clubhouse games wanted us to make a tournament with random games. This is this is the third that I know of. Third that's been streamed for sure.
Mancala.
Oh my god, are we really starting with an ancient strategy game of Mancala? I would love to see this. Okay. Last time that happened where it slowed down right at the end, it ended up choosing dots and boxes instead. Mancala though. Yeah, this should be good. Oh man. Now, I'm not the greatest player at this, but I enjoy it immensely. I'm always excited to see. Most people, I think for that first move, they want to drop the marbles from the third box from the left, or yep, just like what Crystalized did, because then you get a second turn. But it's this weird kind of play where you have to be careful not to get your marbles in too fast, but you also don't want to give all your marbles to your opponent. So it's weird. This game is so weird. But look, I think we're gonna see Midi do the same thing, probably, unless he has another strategy he's cooked up. So he doesn't have to worry about that one blank spot at the moment, because Crystalized can't capture. Looking good for Crystalized right now, as long as he can get those double sevens. He's gonna need to like get rid of those. They will wrap around if he uses them. But like once that 2 is out, he has nothing. So yeah, okay, that's a good move from that's a really good move from Midi, because now what does... Okay, there we go. So the 7's finally out. One of the 7s. Don't know what's great for Midi at this point. He does have a 9 box, which is huge. That should go all the way around. Did he... Wait, where's... Oh, it didn't go all the way around. Not quite, never mind. Miscount, I'm sorry. But he did leave a capture open. Oh. Oh, no, that's fine. That saves it. Ooh, I feel like Crystalized actually has some strats here. I didn't even see that. That was pretty smart. It covered over the box so that Midi couldn't capture that 3. What's good for Midi though is he has a ton of marbles. Crystalized doesn't have a lot, and he doesn't have a lot in his pocket. Is that what it's called? I forget. The bank? The big pocket? It looks like Midi just moved that bunch to prevent a big capture. Now what does Midi do? See, Crystalized has a lot of moves left, and he can capture that big 8. Yeah, so if he played his 3, he could have captured that big 8. So that's why
Capture.
Crystalized did that. Requires a lot of brains in there, not marbles. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what to call them instead of marbles. They look like marbles to me. The store. Okay, the store is the big. Whoa, that was a wraparound capture. So he captured his own piece that he had just placed down. Yeah, I was trying to remember what they called it in the little instruction section. This seems like a pretty even game right now. That 12 pocket is looking pretty awesome for Midi. Ooh, and that was a good capture right there. Crystalized not being left with a lot to do, except, yeah, good extra turn. Couple extra turns, actually. Oh, and a capture? Ooh, that was a decent move. Wow, did he see that in advance, or did it just kind of come up as he played it, I wonder? That was great. So, I think Midi is forced to play this extra turn, but then he gets an extra turn again and he has to play 13. That's gonna send a lot of pieces over.
Capture.
Oh, but he captures the 5? What? That was insane. It wrapped around perfectly. That's the exact pocket that Midi wanted to capture. That's why he reball in the chat. I don't know who's gonna win this. It's really hard to say. Okay, we got 20. We gotta keep in mind we got 22. Oh, did it just go black? What happened? I think we had a disconnection. Is that just on my end? Give us a sec. Is it black for everyone? I can't see Midi's screen right now. Midi's screen did go black. Okay, so we're in the dark here, literally. I think that must have just been a disconnection or something, because he's still streaming. It's just black. Oh, undock. Dog. Dog. We had a dog interruption causing an undock situation. A dog has interrupted tournament. Give us a second. Okay, we're back. Unpredictable dog interruption right there. Sorry about that. I think we're where we left off, but we had 22 or 23. I've forgotten. 23 in Crystalized store, and it doesn't show you the number right now in Midi's. It looks like he has less though. It's gonna be really careful on these next few moves. You can safely play that two. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, that's smarter, I think, to play the 1. Because he could safely play the 2, but then if he runs out of moves, those marbles or pieces, whatever you call them, are going to get sent over to Crystalized side.
Capture.
So he's giving up the 1 marble piece, whatever it's called, so that he can. Oh, I guess he had to do that. He's kind of forced at this point. Okay, but he got 1 back. I don't think it's enough though for Midi. Both of them played really interesting games. There were some like deep moves. Yeah, that's a win for Crystalized. GG. That's the first game out of 5 though. We're gonna see 4 more. No matter what. It's not best of 5 because we need to see all 5 for any tiebreaker scenarios later on in the group. Yeah, we had a dog interruption. Alright, so GG. That was actually a really close, interesting game. A lot of back and forth. Second one. Okay, this time it actually was docked. They're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna play the first 5 games in the series. They have a skip if they want to use it, but they might just be going in. Okay, they're going into dots and boxes. This game, I don't know how to plan ahead. This is the ultimate game of planning ahead, I think, because it just comes down to the end of the game where you have to think about whether you're about to take all the boxes in the game or nothing. Yeah, oh no, random's not random. The RNG in this game it just goes +1 every time you play a game. Yeah, so okay, I think this is actually good though that they're kind of creating a weird network. They just want to make sure that they close off some of these boxes, or else someone's just gonna take a huge pipe that goes around the whole map, a little like tunnel system that goes around the whole map. So that 1 corner there is good. That's blocked off. That's gonna be a separate square that someone gets at 1 point. And that blocking off that square might, yeah, okay, this is good. I think part of the strategy of this game is making sure you're not creating 1 giant pipe, because then it's almost a 50-50 chance unless you have like a mega mind and can think about what exactly you need to do to get that giant pipe system, that 1 single pipe that goes around. Is that a good name for it? I don't know what a good name for it is. Hope you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the 2x2 squares. So that 1 2x2 square, it has 1 move left in it before. Well, no, it has 2 moves left in it before someone can take necessarily. It is an interesting situation. It kind of offers up a possibility for someone to take half the square if they want. But you can also say, no, I don't want the square, and just leave it open for your opponent. It looks like we do have a giant pipe going up on the top there, but it does have a split. Okay, so this is a bit more interesting. It's not just going to be a huge giveaway to whoever gets the first completed section on their turn. But now Midi gets one, but he has to be careful here and not give too much away to Crystallize. Okay, so there's nothing to take right now. Because there's still, I think there's at least 2 or 3. I see like 3 or maybe even 4 more lines here that can be drawn before anyone has to take something. Okay, Midi given another box. I wonder what Crystallized's plan here is. Yeah, his pinhead level strategy. I don't know. I definitely think there is some strategy here. Or do you just need a pinhead to understand it? So see, the square was taken, but only half. Oh, okay, never mind. The full square. But you could have offered up a half of it if you chose to. Or sorry, offered up the entire square if you wanted to. By taking that other dividing line in the middle. This is looking really good for Midi. I think at this point, he already has half, so the best Crystallized can hope for is a tie. Which I think isn't even gonna happen. I think Midi already guaranteed won this whole thing because he has one move here that gives him. Ooh, but he didn't choose it. Interesting. I don't think it matters. Well, is this gonna end in a tie now? I think he was supposed to choose that one to the left of where he clicked, kind of the straight line in that square. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Because now I think this. Oh, that's not good though by Crystallized because now Midi has more than half. And Midi takes the win. That's already a win guaranteed. That was some interesting choices by these guys. Crystallized definitely didn't want to give up any more squares of that. Alright, so that is a win for Midi this time. So we're 1-1. Standard going crazy, try to prevent things from happening in chat. Also, hey Lugia, how's it going? So yeah, keep in mind Crystallized has to win this if he wants to continue on in the tourney.
Mancala.
Okay, so it's a duplicate game, so we're gonna skip Mancala. But wow, we got 1-2-1 for the first one. Oh, now Toy Curling. Toy Curling's first appearance in the tournament. This will be good. I really enjoy Toy Curling, but I don't know why. It's not actually anything like the sport of curling, but it's fun. Also, like, that's legit ice. I find it funny how, like, air hockey, they just spin air, but for this one, it looks like it's legitimately ice on this little toy game set somehow. Yeah, so 10 shots each. They need to make sure their, wow, I don't know the name of it, puck? Their puck is closest, they have a puck closest to the target by the end of the game when they have no more pucks left. Are they called stones? Is that maybe the full name? I think someone said there might be another match later on. So yeah, I think there'll be some. They're stones. Okay, I'm getting the terminology. Getting word that they are called stones and not pucks. This is a sport I haven't actually. Well, yeah, no, I don't think I've actually ever seen curling. I've always thought it's cool. But I know curling involves more than this. This is a very simplified version. Just like all the other toy sports, to be fair. This is actually looking really good for Crystallized though, because he has a bunch of pink ones near the center. He just has to, but at the same time, he has a lot of like debris on his side of the field that he has to deal with.
Last 3.
Okay, we're on the last 3 now. Yeah, I'll slowly learn all the strats for this game and the real curling via Clubhouse
Last
game.
2.
Now it's kind of turning tides because Crystalized really only has one way to shoot. Wow, and Midi just keeps blocking him. I love it. Okay, so Crystalized did manage to get one near the center. As long as Midi knocks it away, yep, good to go. Wow, I think that might be a strat, just blocking your opponent up like that. That made it really hard for Crystalized to do anything, even though he had a lot of stones out near the center. Okay, so that's now 2-1 in Midi's favor. Good stuff. That was a quick game, but still have 2 more. Let's see what the next one might be.
Takoyaki.
Takoyaki. They might want to agree on a skip for this because this is almost entirely RNG. They still have a skip they can use. You have a skip available if you...
Takoyaki.
They're deciding right now if they want to skip or not. I think they're gonna go for it. Wow. Okay, so Phoenix, or I guess Phoenix slash Crystalizedmage decided to go for it. He didn't want to skip. Midi was interested in the skip. It's kind of just random though now. Who's gonna win? There's a little bit of strategy with the Joker play or something, I think. But you need to be like counting cards to know what to do. So I guess Crystalized just gotta cross his fingers at this point, because if he loses this, he's not gonna win today. And he does need a win to continue. So hopefully he knows that RNG is on his side. Okay, so it's not an instant loss, at least. Let's see how big of a streak. Oh, only 2 streaks. Ooh, Midi gets the Joker, but I don't think you can actually know much about where to play the Joker. Ooh, pretty good streak. How do I commentate Takoyaki exactly? If you don't know the game, it's just whoever gets all 10 cards first wins. You just need literally 8 through 10. It's totally random. Ooh, big streak though. Still Midi is in the lead, in quotation marks. Oh yes, they pulled my signature card out in the game. So the games at the top are not the ones they played. That was kind of just an accident. I just had some filler space, so I just like put a bunch of random icons, and I didn't realize I put 5 unique games. Ooh, so Crystalized just needs a lucky number 10. He gets it. Okay, so he does take the win. That was pretty much total RNG, but it did work out in the end. So now we're back at 2-2. We're at a tie with 2-2. It's gonna come down to the last game. This is exciting. And they still have a skip left, so if they end on Ludo or something that they hate, they can always skip. Yeah, was that RNG minute? Did we just witness RNG minute? Oh man, I would love to see Gomoku. Please do this. Okay. Oh man, this will be interesting. It's possible to tie this game. It just takes forever. Well, it doesn't take forever, but you have to fill up the whole board, which can take a while if you think a lot about the moves. Okay, wow, Gomoku's first appearance in the tournament. This is a great game. Really simple. Make 5 in a row. 5 in a row, or a column, or a diagonal of your color. You can place pieces wherever you want. So it really doesn't get more simpler than this for a game, I would say. I wouldn't recommend doing what Crystalized is doing, though, because he's kind of giving Midi a little bit of a starting advantage. You want to place pieces near your opponent so that you can trick them into giving you setups for 5 in a row, basically. Yeah, it's basically 4 in a row. It's connect 4, but no gravity is a way to think about it, or something like that. and it's 5 instead. So what you definitely never want to do in this game, and I think Midi, so he created 3 in a row. Crystalized has to block that good. Okay, if he didn't block that, it would have just been a straight up win for Midi. But you have to be really careful you're not allowing your opponent to set up. Oh, yep, there it is. Crystalized kind of fell right into that. It's a 4 in a row. And it's too late to do anything when there's a 4 in a row. So GG, a quick win for Midi. Oh man, I thought that would go a bit longer. So that's it, 3-2, which is actually a pretty close matchup. But that's a win for Midi, and that does knock out Crystalized from the tournament. There's no way to come back from that. That's 2 losses now. GG, Crystalized. GG to both players. Group E standings are now Iron with 1 win, Midi with 1 win, Crystalized with none. And it's all going to come down to the Iron versus Midi match. So that should be exciting. Yeah, I would recommend everyone practice play up on Gomoku. It's a great game, and you might need it for the tourney if you're in it. Yeah, so that's it for now. I think, wait, I heard some word of another match maybe soon-ish, but I don't know who. Midi just referenced that there might be another one in 35 minutes. That might be the Iron versus Midi match. But we don't have anything right now. We might be back soon though, so stay tuned. Yeah, we might be, stay tuned. If you're in the server, you can check. We'll always post updates on that. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for joining, everybody.